brought to you by Bethel School of Technology. Learn more at betheltech.net/Ken Coleman. This is a great opportunity for those of us who want to lead, for those of us who are leading, for those of us who do care about our country, who want to be civically minded but not get caught up in all of the nonsense. And my goodness, that's a very vanilla label. It's outrageous. The right and the left, both sides of the aisle, the extreme behavior that 20 years ago, you'd go, this isn't real. Am I right, Bob? We've been around longer than everybody else in the booth. And I'm telling you, the stuff that people say online, the stuff that people say on a camera, 20 years ago, if you'd have told me this is what political discourse is going to look like in 2024, I'd have said, you're out of your mind. Chicken Little is not, the sky's not falling, relax a little bit. That's what I would have said. 20 years ago, that would have been 2004. 30 years ago, 1994, you'd have looked like you were a nut. I grew up idolizing a guy by the name of Ronald Reagan. Ronald Reagan famously had a great relationship with a guy by the name of Tip O'Neill. Now, Tip O'Neill was the Democrat Speaker of the House, legend, warhorse, liberal scion. I mean, the guy was the stud to that party. And Reagan was equally the stud and the golden boy of the other party. And opposites, I mean, completely opposed. And yet would weekly spend time together, having coffee, a beer, whatever. There was a civility. I would suggest to you that while there were strong feelings on both sides of the aisle back then, and people talked about politics with their families and it caused issues back then, these issues are always going to be emotionally supercharged because of the passion and the conviction attached to a position. Okay? This is always going to be the case. All right. But leaders have the ability to set an example, to rise above that stuff, and focus the conversation. Politically is what we're talking about today, but this is leadership lessons all around it. They have the ability to keep the conversation focused on policies, ideas, solutions. That's not where we're at today. The team came to me and said, would you share with your audience maybe a decision-making process? What are they looking for as they vote for the leader of this country? But here's the deal. I can't teach that. They asked me to teach it, and I told them, I can't teach it. What I can teach today is what we should be seeing out of our leaders, what we should require of our leaders. Now, this is going to offend some of you, and it's about as G-rated as I can be. If you think that the two primary candidates that we have right now are the best of us right now, then you shouldn't be listening and watching this show. Here's a rhetorical question. Do you really believe that the two candidates for president are the best of us? Do you really think they are? I'll answer my own question. They aren't. They're not the best of us. So what's happened? Over time, a difference in view of policy, of passion, of conviction has turned into an identity. And if you don't identify on my team, then you are a bad person. And it's no longer about policy differences. It has become about people differences. And it's splintering our country. Now, what is a leader's role in this? That's all I'm going to say about that. I don't think anybody disagrees with me. I don't know anybody could disagree with me that we aren't splintered as a country. Here's what we need more of from real leaders. We need candidates on every level, your local, your state, and your federal politics. We, the people, can clamor for it, and we will get it if we ask for it. But there needs to be a different standard. Here's the standard. We need leaders who are known for vision casting, not insult throwing. We need leaders who are known for vision casting, not question dodging. Our current political climate, folks, we're going to watch these presidential debates. I've said it before, I'll say it again. You ready for this? I'm going to tell you what you're going to see in these debates. You're going to see insult after insult after insult, followed by accusation after accusation after accusation. Instead of idea after idea after idea. Instead of solution after solution after solution. This is leadership. This is leadership. In the real world of business, effective leaders are effective because they can cast a vision. And not everybody gets behind the vision, but a majority do, and thus they're successful. A vision. Reagan was famous for borrowing from Matthew, a book of the Bible, and using in a speech, a shining city on a hill. He projected a future of America that was to be this positive force in the world, and he likened it to, again, a shining city on a hill. He would speak about America's best days are still ahead of us. We can still do more. We can become better as a nation. We can do this, this, and this. This was a forward-thinking vision. Today, it's all about, it's going to be awful if you don't vote for me. That's it. That's the message on both sides. We got to worry about this if you vote for this person, and we're going to worry about this if you vote for this person. It is the dueling strategies for the apocalypse is upon us. Choose me, and I'll stop the apocalypse. And then the other one goes, the apocalypse is upon us. Choose me, or the apocalypse is going to hit us. So let me give you a formula to try to answer my team and say, how could I share with the audience what you should be looking for in a candidate? I just had to tell you, I just don't think you're going to see it. I guess anything's possible. Well, here's what a leader does in casting vision. The leader says, this is where we are going. By the way, this is when politics is at its best, when you have two competing visions. I think we need to go here. This is where we're going. And by the way, we're not going to be dishonest about it. We're going to say, this is what I see as the future of America. We're going here. Here's why I think we go there. Tell us that. And then show us how we get there. That's what great leaders do. They stand up for other people and they go, this is where we're going. Destination. Out. Up. We're moving forward. This is vision casting. This is why I, as a leader, or I, as the candidate, believe we should go there. And then finally, they begin to detail out, this is how we will get there. So simple formula. This is where we're going. This is why I think we should go there. We the people. And this is how we will get there. And at that point, people decide, I'm in or I'm out. But regardless, we are focused on forward progress, not this constant demagoguing and backwards fear-mongering, and we got to guard against this. No, let's go forward. I don't think you're going to hear or see that, folks, but we'll see. Launch your tech career today at betheltech.net/Ken Coleman.